Your power of will and determination. That's the only way to make the internet work. Let's play some Slay the Spire. Got an Ironclad Ascension 15 run to do. I like the left side here with Campfire Lead at the end, Campfire Lead here. We get a store semi-early. I wouldn't mind like one more fight maybe. But it's not terrible at all. Could try to stretch for 3 elites on 1 campfire, but that does not really appeal. I think it's just the left side. And the left side is pretty boring. There's not like a lot of deviation or anything. We're just going to be going straight up. Can take a curse and 250 gold or common relic. Have to perform some notepad surgery, removing the endless run to make history work. Yeah, I suspect so. For right now, I'm just not going to bother. We're on some sort of long Ascension 15 effect win streak, though. Bag of Preparation's a really nice pickup. That changes the starting Ironclad deck a bit, having the extra 2 cards drawn on turn 1. It means that we can bash a lot more consistently, so the bash upgrade's going to go up in value. Get the turn 1 bashing. I guess it probably doesn't change what we want to do in general. It just makes our deck better at doing everything that it does. You have a dilemma. You're trying to beat all classes Ascension 15 in a row for the first time. You want Ironclad the Silent and now hit Act 3 with a terrible deck on defect. That's okay. Even terrible decks on defect do fine. Who are you fighting at the end? Is the XCOM 2 base game worth buying without any of the extra content? Yeah, I think so. It's a decent base game. It holds together for 1 playthrough. I wouldn't expect to get more than 1 playthrough out of it, but it definitely holds together for 1 playthrough. Could just take 7 here. He's gonna block for 6, which means that 3 strikes kills him next turn. I did remove a strike from the deck though. We can also go for the block, in which case we're only taking 2, but we're looking at a longer combat. We have a True Grit. I'm gonna go for this. Oh, he actually blocks for 5, okay. 12 plus 9 is not enough. We can go bash True Grit and then kill him next turn. Nice and easy. Some people think X2 is better without most of the DLC. I liked War of the Chosen. Long War 2 does not require any DLC. Long War 2 actually will not work with the DLC. Yeah, I thought the base X2 was worth the playthrough. I thought the War of the Chosen DLC was worth the playthrough. And obviously I put like 2,000 hours into Long War 2, but Long War 2 is sort of like you invest 100 hours or you don't invest time at all. It's not worth dipping your toe in the water for Long War 2. You have to commit to learning a bunch of stuff in a somewhat frustrating fashion. And you're rewarded with a pretty good game, I think. But it may take a little while. Oddly smooth stones. Sorry, you come up with 1 dexterity. Cool. Thoughts on the new relics? Hey, Birdcamp. Thoughts on the new relics? I think they're fine. There are a few more that they're planning to put out. If you look at their roadmap, they have like, I forget exactly, but they want to do like a few more relics and a few more events and a few more fights or something. Which is all cool. Changes the game a little bit every time they add a new thing. But I think it's nice to have the variety for people who are playing. It's bizarre to me a little bit. I think Clothesline's actually worse, by the way, with Bag of Preparation than usual, because it's more likely that we draw it and bash together in our opening hand and then... well, whatever. I'd still rather have Bag of Preparation than not, obviously. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird thinking about like changing this game for future new players when the game's already become so popular, right? The last round of boss relics really hurt choice number 4 a lot. Less good to trade for a new boss relic. It's probably true. Overall, though, like, the game remains basically the same. I feel like I should just skip in that event. The more I do that event, the more I feel like I should skip. Ooh, it glows now. My gameplay experience. It is so much enhanced. Very good. Alright, nice. I did not like Alien Hunters or Shen's last skip, for what it's worth. I actually forgot that that was DLC. Is that what you guys meant when you were talking about DLC for XCOM 2? I thought you meant War of the Chosen. Yeah, I forgot that Shen's last skip and Alien Hunters existed. Not a huge fan. So Bash is 15 plus 9 is 24, which is exactly lethal with a strike. Let's go for it. Maybe taking damage is worth it there sometimes in Ironclad. Yeah, for sure. It's hard to find that spot on Ascension 15. Usually you try to use your health in Act 1 to kill elites. And so spending your health on something else, unless it's quite valuable, is not going to be worth it. Like, you're spending more health to pick this up than you are to get through an entire Gremlin Knob fight. By a decent amount, and Gremlin Knob's going to give you a better relic and the card selection, which I mean is good sometimes, even if it isn't that time. Yeah. I don't hate taking Body Slam and upgrading True Grit and Body Slam, and then going for... We've got the Oddly Smooth Stone synergy, we've got the Bag of Preparation actually makes Body Slam better as well. It's been a while since I last went for an early Body Slam like that, but I think this deck likes it quite a lot. No Hero Relic at start is an auto loss. You mean the no rest drop? I don't think so. It's an energy relic in Act 1. At worst. Whew, so we can decide between Shrug It Off and Rampage, are basically our options. It wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world to take a Wild Strike here, but not if the other two cards exist. Like, if somebody argued with me that taking Wild Strike was better than skipping, I would think they were wrong, but not necessarily think they were completely crazy. But definitely it's not as good as Shrug or Rampage. Can you really ask anything? Yeah. Your answer may not be incredible. Seeing Red for 36 gold is too much. Sorry, I missed that question, Solars. I'd rather not have a Seeing Red in my deck right now. I would skip Seeing Red over taking it right now. Shrug with Body Slam does seem really nice. Shrug with Oddly Smooth Stone as well. A couple of big reasons to like Shrug. It's our first card draw as well. The point of Rampage is like we upgrade True Grit and we are a Rampage deck, but like we can always just do that with Shrug already. We upgrade True Grit and we're a Shrug Body Slam deck and it sort of scales in almost the same way. It's a little bit worse. I'll take Shrug. Is that ginger beer? It is. I'm drinking a Bundaberg. Even without the 0 energy upgrade, Body Slam's a pretty good card there. Is the music off for anyone else? I hope not. We can take a shockwave. It's sort of overkill. We have a bash and a clothesline already. I'm gonna take it. We've got enough card draw to have a card like that, even if we don't play it always. And we have a few upgrades to do. Body Slam is an upgrade. True Grit is an upgrade. And I think those are the two that we want before the boss fight. I'm gonna go... Body Slam first. Body Slam I think is better than True Grit against Lagavulin, slightly, and worse against Tri-Sentinel. Well, whatever. Is this better to play because of rounding? No. We go for the True Grit and just hope we miss Body Slam. I don't see a great reason to do that, though. Hey, Rukin. Hey, Rukin. Hey, Rukin. Welcome to you as well. Thanks for 12 months subbing around. Much appreciated. Hey, Walrus. How you doing today? Hey, Bernard. I hope it's been a good 12 months, Rukin. Happy to have you. The Real Kapa asked, if I had to choose, would I rather do the first 90% or the last 10%? Yeah. If I had to choose. Don't know, man. Don't know. Not something I think about a lot. What does Ogbomo show mean? It's just a greeting. It means hello. It's like aloha. We get a friend fire with our bag of prep. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. A gremlin is madly shuffling cards on a table. This monster seems to be a harmless one. You approach him out of curiosity. 12 cards. Match them to keep them. 5 tries, no do-overs. Are you ready? Let's start. Ooh, I feel no pain. What brutality. I think we already comfortably have enough to take a feel no pain here. Brutality, bash, clumsy, no thanks. Alright. You're on an 8 Ironclad win streak. Am I Myron? Is it Ascension 15? It's pretty good. What are my top 5 Iron Boy cards? Offering, Limit Break, Shrug It Off, Flame Barrier, True Grit, probably. Probably. It's Feel No Pain Plus even. Let's remove a strike here, upgraded True Grit, and we have a pretty functional deck, I think. Ascension 15, that's awesome. It's a really good streak. Okay. Our deck is already up and running. Fiendfire got us there very quickly in this fight. It's the highest known Ironclad streak. Is Electrobolt's streak that he's on this ridiculous right now? Ironclad only? I'm not sure. Electrobolt's had a pretty good streak. Rembot, it's going alright. Hey, Batstalker. I would never ignore Twitch chat unless they asked me questions I didn't want to answer, maybe. Rumors of my ignoring Twitch chat have been greatly exaggerated. Arcade would be GG. I don't know. Be okay. Don't really see why we need clothesline right now. Oh god, I didn't play the other defend. Alright. A slight conceptual misunderstanding of how to generate block with defend cards exhibited there, perhaps. It's a silent streak? I saw you playing Ironclad. Barricade be better than skipping if it was the only option. I think it would be better than skipping, yeah. So now we go defend shrug, defend body slam. Just do that every turn for the rest of our life. Well, not really, but something like that. This is certainly enough to win the fight. I point at the cards at myself while targeting as a habit from Hearthstone. No, it's just like a left to right thing, I think. Don't know. Well, there's our barricade. I think we definitely take it. Barricade is worth it here, even if it was only for the blur effect without doing anything else strong. Snecko. Snecko with Feel No Pain, Fiendfire, with Barricade, with Shockwave, with a Clothesline and a Bash. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Okay. Welcome to Act 2. See, Barricade, even if you're not doing anything ridiculous with it, in a fight like this, it's immensely valuable to be able to store your block between turns. So it's worth having in the deck, even if we're not doing insane entrench things or whatever. It's good with Snecko Eye too, because on some turns you get a bunch of zeros and make way too much block, and then on other turns you struggle to make any. We like campfires with Peace Pipe, and we like stores as well with 267 gold. I don't really want 4 hallway fights but I think I'm gonna go for it anyway. How does Silent typically beat Champ? El Campeon. Well, a decent amount of the time you don't. Unfortunately. When you do it either by having some form of very strong scaling, and there are a few types of very strong scaling available to Silent. Kunai is one, like Kunai Shuriken sort of stuff. You can also scale damage with Catalyst. You can do stuff with like Pen Nib and Skewer even. You either do it with that, or you do it by being able to just output enough to like kill him after 2 executes while blocking them pretty well. Well-laid plans is very good to Piercing Wail and weaken on his execute turns. I think those are the main things. Use a fire pot for 10 health here. Yeah. I think Shrug Plus is fine. Is that actually good? Yeah. It's like the best boss relic. Probably. It's not the best, it's very close to the best. It's a relic which is immensely good in certain types of decks, I guess. So like, when it's good, it's very, very good. But even in decks that it's only pretty good in, drawing 2 extra cards a turn is very valuable, and it's not that hard to do strong things with it. Power through. Whirlwind or Rupture. Probably want to power through. It's awkward with Snecko, the fact that that costs 1 energy doesn't actually have any value. Just go for a Whirlwind instead. We have no strength scaling in the deck at all yet. Whirlwind's just valuable enough to take, I think, anyway. Huh. Frozen Eye is really weird with Snecko, because we're going to be able to see our deck, but not actually know what it means, because we don't know what the cards cost. What are some of its competitors for best relic? For best boss relic? Like Cursed Key, Ectoplasm, Runic Dome. That stuff. Pear does look tasty. Well, Molten Egg also looks tasty. Molten Egg looks like it has chocolate in it. Like gooey caramel chocolate. Oh, looks delicious. With some hard chocolate frosty flakes all around it. You guys hungry yet? I'm hungry. I just ate before I started the stream too. We can just remove a strike and I think it's fine. Strikes are really bad in this deck. Armaments is actually a pretty good card here. Any of the options seems good. I think that we're fairly strong favorites right now. These are not exactly the cards that I wanted. I don't want to put that many attacks into the deck, so Molten Egg is like, eh. think there's actually a decent argument for taking armaments. But it's way too awkward to buy it with anything else. Pair armaments? Nah. Pure shrug it off? Eh. What decks are strikes good in? Early game decks, strike is an okay card. Enjoy your ice cream, JC. Strikes are good with perfected strike. Are they? I don't think that's true. I think maybe perfected strike is good with strikes, but I don't think that it's the other way around. Fuck it. Just take the Molten Egg. If you paid me an almost uncomfortable amount of money, would I do a perfected strike deck? That's happened before. The only thing down that road is disappointment, unfortunately. Oh. Oh! Oh no. Okay. He's like super dead about a gazillion different ways. Stipulation runs. We could start doing stipulation runs. If you guys want to pay me to play in a certain terrible way for a run. I don't hate that idea. There's the Whirlwind that we actually wanted, the one that's upgraded instead of not upgraded. I'm not going to take two though. The value we're getting out of it right now is... one, it's really good with energy potion. Two, it's really good against the birds. Not these birds, the other birds. It's good against these birds too, I guess. Definitely okay against these birds. Why no second body slam? It's like only okay here. We actually have attack still. Good. It doesn't cost 0, obviously, so that makes it significantly more awkward. It doesn't make it bad, but makes it quite a bit more awkward. There's the armaments I said I could take. Not gonna take it. Whirlwind gets upgraded, maybe Fiendfire gets upgraded too, not 100% sure. And at that point, we start toking, I think. And we're gonna go for an elite fight. Should be able to beat everybody right now. be okay. Hey, Brass, thanks for the host. How was your stream today, Brass? We win this fight by playing Whirlwind over and over again, largely. It would be better to draw Whirlwind than to not draw Whirlwind in service of this goal. Oh, those are not good cards to be left with, really. Like we probably use energy potion next turn. Is this actually just a kill? Gunbuster, how you doing today? That just steals that just steals less than Whirlwind there. I don't know. Whatever. An Evolve plus Anger plus Reckless Charge plus... Evolve Plus is like sort of overkill with Snecko, and we don't actually make wounds at all. So probably just take the max HP from Singing Ball. Thanks, Singing Ball. Hey, thanks for 12 months in a row, Gunpluster. That's an entire year. Ogbo Mosho to you as well. Congrats on your Red Wizard hat. Much appreciate all the support. Gambling Chip's very solid with Snecko. And like Fiendfire and Whirlwind, there are a variety of cards that we'd love to have on turn 1, and we don't always have them. Snecko plus Bag of Prep, actually. Yeah, that's very strong. We have a very good turn 1 right now. I'm gonna take another Elite fight over a Campfire. Could you farm the minions for extra gold? No, you don't get extra gold from the minions. We get rid of Whirlwind, or... Need some extra block with it. Unfortunately, starting next turn, Body Slam doesn't really do any damage anymore. I lied. Yeah, I lied. Good fight. Copy of flowers, nice extra energy. We've got a second copy of Feel No Pain. There's also a feed. Which one's better? I think we'll just take the second copy of Feel No Pain, combo that with like any other exhaust, and things go crazy. You've been watching Joan Ribs for 5 minutes today and you're already being lied to. I would never lie to anyone, said Raz. I feel like I used to lie to people. And at some point in my life I just stopped. Like it just like why? Why was I lying to people? At some point I just like probably like insecurities growing up and stuff like that. Didn't feel like I could be honest about stuff. At some point I just like stopped caring. Need to upgrade the Fiend Fire? It wouldn't be a terrible idea. I'm not sure there's a fight in the game that we actually need that for though, now that we have 2 Feel No Pains. We can probably beat any fight in the game right now. Maybe Transient is difficult, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go for another Elite over the Campfire. Campfire is completely fine. But I'm enjoying seeing the deck perform, I guess, so we can do that by going to Elite fights. Remember when I said Apotheosis was bad? It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad racer kill. It's not the best. Sometimes you've run out of energy mid-lie with interesting results. I don't remember ever being like caught in a lie that I cared about, because I don't think I've ever actually like built lies that I care about. For me it was always just like, you know, I dropped out of college, and so there were a couple of years where I'd be like, I left college, or I'm done with college. Oh, I used to say I'm done with school. I had some neuroses about that for a while. I'm sure there was stuff I did in high school like that too. I can't think of any good example. Why not kill healer first? The other guy has a shield attack, which just shields the healer, and if you kill the healer it turns into an 8×3 attack, which is generally worse for you. Those aren't lies, they're a half-truths, very different. I mean, I guess, but at the same time, are they different? I don't know. Should be fine. It's possible to adjust my webcam so the discard size is not blocked. There you go. Sorry about that. You're just naturally super honest. It's more or less impossible for you to tell anything more than a white lie. I played poker for a long time. I'm like very used to telling stories that make sense to other people but which are not true, because that's a basic description of how you beat people at poker. Well, it's one of the many ways that you can beat people at poker, is like tell sensible stories about which cards you might have in your hand when actually you have different cards. It's like abstractly what you're trying to do all the time. Wonder if that filtered into my everyday life a bit. Could I please cover the draw pile with my shoulders or something? Could cover Twitch chat with my shoulders maybe. At 14, you told people you were in a band, but it was just your friend talking over some things you made in Dad's EJ in about 5 minutes. Eulolia, that's like better than a lot of Kanye West's recent stuff, so I think that counts. Did I do the marijuana? Does that mean marijuana? I don't do... I have, like, my family has a history of mental illness and substance abuse. Not a massive one. Not enough to, like... This isn't meant to be a sob story. It's just, like, there is that existent in my family history. And so I don't get super excited about doing a bunch of drugs in general. It just doesn't seem like a great idea, given predispositions of my relatives. I drink alcohol, and I enjoy alcohol, and I feel like I understand alcohol at a level where I like know that I'm never going to end up abusing it and stuff, and that's good for me. What is the average cost of cards with Snecko Eye? Well, they're just a uniform distribution, 0 to 3. So 0, 1, 2, or 3. On average, that's 1.5. But I don't know how useful the average number is there, to be honest. I don't know 100% how this fight's gonna end up looking. I'm assuming that what happens is we exhaust our deck down to a point where we have a lot of Shrug pluses, and then even with only 3 energy and Snecko, we're gonna be able to play enough Shrug pluses with a barricade to outblock stuff. But I guess all of the things I've just said depend somewhat on Snecko giving us good rolls, right? At least a little bit. I'm drinking a ginger beer, Sesti. Non-alcoholic beverage. So you got... he took Fiend Fire too. They're all taking the Fiend Fire. Someone did the math about Snecko and you play more cards with it. Alright, yeah, we've easily outblocked them. With the Fiend Fire plus the double Feel No Pain. No, just do a couple of body slams. And that's it. Well, okay. Not a very good turn otherwise. It still costs 3. Yeah, it doesn't re-randomize when it's put back in your hand from killing them. It only re-randomizes when you draw it off the top of your deck. Could have killed him that turn with Bash Body Slam. Just kill him next turn instead. Alright. Well... ages-old question. Do you put Offering in a Snecko Eye deck? Probably. Generally, yes. Especially with double Feel No Pain. We put a second Fiend Fire in it? Don't think so. Don't think so. We put an Offering in it. And we don't have a 4th energy unless we take a Velvet Choker. We can take a Velvet Choker. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. The problem with all the, like, mathy analysis of Snecko Eye is that it assumes that cards played per turn is a relevant metric in any way whatsoever. And cards played per turn is an immensely inadequate way to analyze anything at all in this game. Like, there's no fight in this game where you go in and the thing you care about is how many cards you played per turn. There just aren't any fights like that. There are resources that you can analyze in this game, like card draw and energy generation. And Snecko is very clearly very valuable in terms of card draw, because it draws you 2 extra cards a turn. It doesn't generate you energy. I have no idea why everybody tries to analyze Snecko in terms of energy, because Snecko does not generate you energy. It randomizes the energy cost of your cards, which interacts with energy, but it's not generating you energy resource. And so you can analyze the resources you have in the game, and you can also analyze output. So you can analyze, like, how much damage can I deal per turn? How much block can I make per turn? And that is very distant from how many cards you play a turn. But it's, like, also completely approachable. Like, you can look at this deck and say, when I put Snecko Eye in this deck, I draw Whirlwind way more often, so I can play Whirlwind in the fights. It's good. I draw 2 more cards on the turn I draw Fiend Fire, And so I deal much more damage with Fiendfire and also create more block by exhausting cards. I draw True Grit more often, so I can exhaust my deck down more rapidly. There are actual tangible things you can say and understand about how Sekoi interacts with this deck, which makes sense, and talk about how this deck functions in a fight. And doing a bunch of math on like how many cards on average you can play a turn, it doesn't interact with that at all. It really doesn't help you play the game. But I don't know. I don't think it helps you play the game. Maybe it does help you play the game and I'm just missing it somewhere, but this is my opinion. Horde. Oh. Apparently do not go to the bathroom right after taking Choker. Choker! Yeah, that was awkward. This was awkward too. What am I gonna do? We'll be alright. Will we be alright, though? Which class should get the Stink Bomb card? Not sure that the Stink Bomb card is necessary. What about the Stink Bug card? That sounds cooler. Take a Flame Berry here. I don't think I've seen a single card that makes strength in this entire run. Just looking at the Heavy Blade. Pretty sure I haven't seen an Inflame, Demon Form, Limit Break, Spot Weakness. No relics that do it. I don't know that we want an unupgraded Shrugodoff. At this point, that card's not actually better than Flame Barriers at generating block. In fact, it's much worse than Flame Barriers at generating block. We just take the max HP here. I saw a Rupture. Fair enough, Kilroy. Does that count? I don't know if that counts. Shuriken Reaper looks fine. I don't know how often we actually proc Shuriken, I guess. Apotheosis is fine. Doesn't hit that much. Yeah, it doesn't hit that much. Shuriken Reaper. Fighting against the Awakened one. Should be not very difficult. We're just never proccing Shuriken, I don't think. And we're not trying to proc Shuriken either. Buy the Reaper with no strength. Bag of Marbles is okay. Sure. We're about to walk into an elite fight. Entrench Plus seems pretty good. Ooh, Juggernaut for some extra damage. Probably not relevant. We can take the Headbutt before our Entrench. Or we can take +2 max HP. I'll take the Headbutt. It's fine. 2, 3, 4. I'm counting. I'm counting this time. Oh. I stopped counting halfway through. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have clotheslined. What class am I playing next? I go Ironclad Silent Defect over and over again. All day, every day. No, I probably will play that rotation once today. I'm gonna play some Total War Warhammer 2, I think. Got a liquid bronze, not sure that we want one of those. Another True Grit seems nice. Seems very nice. I've seen 3 combusts. I've taken Rupture before and have a Demon Form Plus with bonus damage. It's not actually how combust works. But I take your point, I think. We go after this guy first, probably. Burns in our deck seem bad. It's the Bag of Preparation draw unaffected by Snacko. If you picked up Bag of Preparation first, you draw the 2 additional cards before you get confused. If you pick the Bag of Preparation up after Snacko, you get confused first, and then you draw the 2 extra cards. It's just a very odd interaction. Trinkets are applied in order you pick them up. Yeah, left to right. For most of it, it doesn't matter. I don't actually know if there are other situations where it matters. You sutured? Welcome. Glad you enjoyed the show. Steroid Potion does not seem necessary. Dark Embrace... Like, we could almost do something crazy with that, but we have a Velvet Joker, so... Like, it's fine with Fiendfire. It's okay with True Grit. It's just... I think it's just a clunky card that doesn't really do that much. Shrug it off. Nah. Sword Boomerang. Nah. We do have a Red Skull now, so if we're below half health, we have 3 additional strength. Which sort of combos with our Reaper, I suppose. I like the Steroid Potion plus Energy Potion to kill the 2 orbs if we fight the double Orb Walker Elite fight. Nemesis won't be a problem. Nemesis is a big softy. To pick which 6 cards to play here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6, like that. Gets us a bunch of block. Keeps the body slam in the deck. Face when you were the awakened one all along. Sort of nice to have double True Grit against these burns. I think in general it's just nice to have double True Grit, right? Probably. Came home on your lunch, your building caught fire again. Dave. Hope you're okay. Hope your stuff is okay. Sounds like not the best. Your work building. That also doesn't sound like the best. If I could play as one of the bosses, which one would I play as? I'd play as the champ, obviously, because I am the champ. We're going high score, I think, through all the elites. We can't die to Giant Head. We might be able to die to double Orb Warpers. Maybe. The second time. We'll beat them the first time with Energy Pot Steroid Potion. The second time they might kill us if we fight them twice. Definitely didn't beat us the first time. Heavy Blade, Body Slam, Fire Breathing, Here's our Fiend Fire and Clothesline upgrade. Been looking for that for a while. I guess Anchor is sort of nice. Why didn't I want to take the Body Slam? I have a Body Slam. I win by entrenching. I'm getting to 1,000,000 block right now. Hey, Robo Jumper. Thank you very much for the 10 Pride bits. I guess play that first, actually. Whoops. Okay, whatever. I'll keep Fiend Fire. Score is going to be insane. We haven't gotten the boss fight in Act 3 event, which is like the single thing that makes your score the highest. Champion belt seems good. A 3rd copy of Feel No Pain. Probably. can start toking defends. Is there an upgrade? We could upgrade offering. We could upgrade shockwave. Start toking defends, I think. Second wind is like fiend fire, except better. I think it's like fiend fire, except worse. So we don't want to take damage this turn. I want to get barricade in play and start doing silly things fast. At this point, I cannot feel anything. All I have are memories of what it was to feel. In the distant past, the summer of my soul. The flame barrier on top. It is time. You remember when your aunt's brother's girlfriend told you that Wild Strike was better than Rampage? I'm not going to rise to the bait. Don't believe anyone would ever actually say that. Fight, get ourselves a mango. We have 100 HP. This is gonna be a pretty high score. It's definitely going to be a pretty high score. What stuff could we be looking for in terms of bonuses? Collector bonus on Feel No Pain right now. I could have easily gotten a collector bonus on Shrug. Shrug is a collector bonus if we pick another one up. I doubt it will be like my highest score, but it will be pretty good. Did I take damage against Automaton? I don't think I did. Who was the Act 1 boss? Guardian? Did I take damage there? I don't think I did. Might be up to go beyond perfect here. Get a collector bonus on True Grit. And a collector bonus on Feel No Pain. Collector bonus on True Grit and collector bonus on Feel No Pain. That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. How could any deck that had those two things at the same time lose? Just does not sound possible. No kunai. Doesn't give me as much score. Also, we don't really play 3 attacks in the same turn ever. Probably by exhausting all of our attack cards. Yes, we will not exhaust our body slam. Have no fear. Probably by just like getting chokered over and over and over again, just every single turn. Forgetting that we have choker again and again and again and again until we die. One. Kill him this turn. Good so far. Okay. 12 times 4. Just play I Feel No Pain and Shockwave, right? Or we could like Clothesline True Grit, that would work too. Pretty hot. How many Feel No Pains are there? 4. Got the collector bonus. Okay, run over. Yeah, that was pretty spicy. That was pretty spicy. Alright. I think that might be my highest score ever. Unless I took damage against Guardian and I've forgotten. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a high score run. Alright. 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 Okay. We'll put that one on YouTube. This is my highest score by like more than 200 points. And that's without getting the Act 3 event with another boss in it. Hey Donovan. Thanks for 6 months subbed in a row. Uncle Bomo show to you as well. We got the 2 collectors right at the end. I could have gotten a Shrug collector very easily. Well fed. Oh, I didn't actually get stuffed. Didn't realize that. We defeated 7 elites without taking damage. Beyond perfect. Overkill for the body slam. We never got combo. But yeah, that was never going to happen. Sick. Didn't get any of the deck size bonuses either. Well, other than Collector. "31st." Oh, come the fuck on.